We now invite you to watch the next part of this insightful lecture entitled Master's Sacrifices for Love, Part 8 of 10, on Between Master and Disciples, giving in English on August 29th, 2013 in Menton, France.
Sometimes they stay all night in front of my house. Scare everybody, and all my attendants were so scared. And then we couldn't take the dogs out because they stay right in front of the house, where the street. That's a private street. I have to take the dogs out. So we had to stay there, and all the dogs had to hold it all night. And later on, I couldn't care less. I said, just take them behind my house. Huh? Don't take them down the road quietly. But the dog, I told them, quiet, okay? And they really understood. Normally they come out, whoa, 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 and all of them barking at all the leaves that fall in from the trees and the mouse shadow or, the cat's tail, whatever. But that day, they were so quiet. They go quiet, quiet, quiet. And then come and they go quiet, quietly back. And the birds also say nothing. It's funny, many times like that, if I tell them, we're in trouble, don't make noise, don't let people know you're here, then they're really quiet. Normally, if I just stand outside, walking outside, they begin quacking already. Sunny tell rainbow, rainbow tell Laguna, quack, 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 quack. But when really police are around, not just there, but anywhere else, if they know the police are there, they really know. Oh, zip! Really. The loudest mouth also zip. The loudest mouth was Laguna. Whenever she heard me calling somebody or even people walking on the streets, Laguna! Laguna, here! And then suddenly it would begin, come here! And Rainbow, hello! And Brasna say, shut up! Shut up! And then all the ones who didn't talk very well, quack, 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 all together like a big orchestra. Oh, terrible. I could never shut them up. We had also trouble with neighbors because they were loudmouths. But whenever the police came, even 10, 20 of them, they don't say anything. Dogs were so quiet. My God. Even before when I lived in a trailer, with birds and dogs, they were also quiet. Because the trailer, even if you breathe, people can hear you, The trailer is not, soundproof or anything. So they were so quiet, they were not even breathing inside or something. Because normally if they hear anybody, even somebody calling or somebody talking, they begin joining in the conversation. And as if that was not enough, the neighbors sued me, brought us to court case. I say, we invaded his land. Many months. So much trouble and scare already. Here the problem, with the police. There, an extra burden. And I was so ill at that time. And many conferences, work conferences to do. It was really a bad time. But then finally, the day came. The lawyers of both sides, we also needed to have a lawyer to answer the other lawyer. We didn't want to. Originally, we came and talked to him. I sent an assistant to tell him, if we accidentally are trespassing on your land, then please tell us where it is and how much. He wanted to sell, that's what he said. So I said, please just show us where it is and how much is it. We're willing to pay any price. And he said 50,000. We didn't even know how big or what. I said, okay. The assistant said, it's expensive, master. The thing he said is nonsense and it's nowhere. Why do we have to pay? Maybe he knows it too. So finally, we say, we pay. I said, never mind, for the peace of neighbors. 50 is 50. Even if he asks for more, we pay for it. We don't even need to know where and what. And then he changed his mind. Maybe he knew he was not correct or something. And then so we still have to go to court. Finally, he hired people who came and measured the land. Himself, he paid for that. And in front of lawyers and every other government court case people, the one that he paid to measure our land and his land, turned around and told him, you are the one who, he told the neighbor, you are the one who claimed her land, not the other way around. And then he was kind of embarrassed and he didn't know what to do for a while. And then he said, you don't know how to measure. I got somebody else to go and measure again. He blamed the guy for not knowing how to measure. But since then, he never called anybody to measure again. So we had peace for a while, but we didn't dare to drive in front of his house anymore. We went the other way, a little bit further and more zigzag. Normally, I don't like that because it's more curvy, you know, and make my stomach kind of uncomfortable sometimes. The road that goes in front of his house, even though his house is further on the mountain, it's not like immediately on the road. He still can see us. So he sometimes was spying or something. Whenever I was there, he knew. When I had gas, he called the police again. So from that time, we didn't go in front of his property. We go the other way, even though it's less nice. Then we have more peace. Why did I tell you? Why? What was it before? One person. Neighbor. Oh, AY. Yeah. Oh, that's a story. And the newspaper and everything. And even Monaco seemed not to welcome me anymore. Normally I give donations to the Red Cross or to some of the old people home in there, or here too. And the last check they returned after the newspaper. It's so easy to believe newspaper, isn't it? After all these years, and they still believe them instead of me. So I really love my neighbors. That's why in the Bible they keep repeating, love thy neighbors. Looks like Jesus knew. Good experience about it, so keep telling you, love thy neighbors, love thy neighbors. We did though, yeah? Everywhere we went. But we had one good neighbor, yes. Because every time the police came, and they check everything, nothing, then they went to talk to the neighbor, if anything, he knew better than the police. So he always say good things, nothing. And then the police left immediately. That was an Italian neighbor. He was very nice. But we didn't really have too much contact with him at that time. You know, he was using my water though. Yeah, because his water was different, a natural resource. Well, I don't know why. He used our water because we have a water tap on the street, you know, on the street that goes through my property to go to his property. On the street we have a tap in case sometimes the tourists, they walk around the famous mountain to look. And so in case they want to drink, they can have. And he used that to clean his cars, his motorbike and his cars. And normally, before I came, he paid 100 or something, or 110 of the bill to the ex-owner of that property. But since I came, I said, no, we're neighbors. Don't pay anything. You use it. It's okay. It's not much. But that's all. Normally, I don't contact much. Yeah. But afterward, he had a dog, yeah? A very beautiful lady dog. And we built a house, a big house for her. Yeah. Offered it to the dog. He told me his dog died in the pool, in the water. There, in the mountains, they always have a small water reservoir. So the rainwater comes in there and they use it for agriculture. Yes. And his dog died in there. His previous dog died in there. And he told me, because he knows I love dogs since he saw the tent, and there's no need to talk, right? No need to advertise my love for dogs. So he told me his painful story. And, we cry and all that. And then I said to him, where is that reservoir that the dog died in? And he was heartbroken, of course. He kept looking for him everywhere, and many days he couldn't find. Then finally he found him dead in there. So I say, where is that reservoir? We have to cover it or do something so it won't happen to your next dogs or other animals. So then he couldn't find it. He said because for a long time he didn't dare to go there because of bad memories. But my own people found it for him in his own property. Because I was fed up with walking around, and he talked Italian, you know. Even in English, he tried to talk a lot. So I said, let's take a rest here. I go find it. So I separated myself a little bit, and then suddenly my assistant found it. It's very big, and some animals would come and drink from it, so we didn't want to cover it. So I made like a ladder, iron metal stairs, using these kind of very hard fence, very hard, that can just stand up by itself, to put it slanted from the top, the mouth of the reservoir, all the way to the bottom. So any animals fall in there, they can always grab onto it and climb up. It's not a big ladder, you see. You see, there are some kind of fencing. They're very hard. That one piece like this, and it's like this, very hard. You can make a gate by itself. Understand? It's not those soft and rolling ones. It's the one that's made with metal sticks, yeah? They weld it together. Yeah, very hard. It just stands strong. You can make a gate out of it, nah? Without any support around. They sell it one piece like this, and I make gates sometimes with it. So we put that, and then afterward, he was happy. We made also the house for his dog. Nah? But it's not because of that he's nice. He was nice before that. He's just a good neighbor. The police thought because he lived nearby like that, he would know something about us. So they came and asked, and every time they asked him, it's nothing. So they trusted him and they left. Yeah. So still, there are some neighbors to love, no? Yes. But even after he sued us, I still asked an assistant to bring some gifts, you know, like chocolate stuff, cakes and stuff for him. And then still it didn't resolve well. Afterward, he lost the case now, and he had to pay for his lawyer. Before, he already threatened us that we had to pay for his lawyer and everything else. I said, yes, we pay everything. And pay for the land that we accidentally, not knowingly, taken from you. Just tell us. And then later, it was not. It was the opposite. So he had to pay for his lawyer, for the measuring people, and for my lawyer as well, and all the court case expenses. So since then, he didn't say anything anymore. It's good that the court was very fair, no? So you can trust. Okay, but I don't know why I told you this stuff. Before that, what was it that made me tell you this? R-A-Y-B-Y. Okay, now you know the A and B. No? And if you are still scared, then you're a coward. I should be scared. If you live my life like this, wouldn't you be scared? Yeah. So forget your scaredness, okay? Yours is nothing. I am your teacher, and a teacher is like a good friend or a good parent, you know? Good friends tell the truth as is, okay? We don't flatter each other. We don't say things nice when it's not nice, okay? So if you are scared because of that, you're stupid. Don't be stupid, no? Okay, and if you're looking for sweet talk guru, there are plenty. Yeah, plenty everywhere. Nah? Don't have to go to India to find it. Everywhere, right? You can recommend 10, a dozen of them easily. I'm not one of those. Yeah, I told you already. You've been warned since the beginning, okay? Like, if you don't meditate 2.5 hours, or if you break the precepts, then you don't come to group meditation. That's already a forewarning of things to come, right? Okay, never mind. I can be as sweet as the potato. But I can be as, how you say, what? Huh?
Ferocious.
Ferocious like a lion. Ferocious? I eat you up.
you.